What I've always enjoyed the most about last-minute trips with friends is that they always leave you something valuable, a lesson learned. And it doesn't necessarily mean expanding in your knowledge, experiencing a new place, new activities, new people. Sometimes you just need to surround yourself with people who understand you.
Well, okay, also in your silliness.
People who appreciate the way you are, in your pros and cons, and have no other interest than spending some time with you. I was lucky enough to be in that situation last November with two good friends. And while some special circumstances ruined our initial plans, I realized that sometimes in life, the final destination is not what counts the most. So here I am, Gare du Midi, Brussels, heading to Charleroi Airport and then Italy, Milan and Bormio, where we're gonna have a pleasant 3 days with my friends Tommaso and Alessio. And the idea is to hike around the mountains in the Dolomites in Italy and possibly ski if conditions allow it. Let's see how things go, but very excited about it. Let's see. Milan city center, continuing the journey. Just got out of the tram, heading to my friend's place. So I lived abroad for 13 years now, but still every time I go back to Italy a silly kid takes possession of my body. I start with my cappuccino routine, I tell my friend Tommy to pose for a photo, but then I end up making a video. I even dress up in a Halloween style to have dinner in a fancy Milanese restaurant. So, after a Halloween night spent in Milan, we finally head to the Dolomites, with the declared intention to go for hikes in the mountains, to find wild animals and experience the so-called foliage. We will explain what we mean by that later in the video. This is the perfect season for all those things, so we are expecting quite something, and the car trip to the Dolomites contributes to growing our expectations. In the meantime, Tommy gives me and Alessio some background, and he also adds some interesting citations of Italian literature.
Questo è il ramo dell'acqua di Como e volge a mezzogiorno, eccetera, eccetera.
I'm recording now. I'm recording. Bormio city center. And after a decent lunch, we're heading for a yoga class. Guys, where are we going to?
We're going to have some yoga and
We are in front of the thermal baths in Bormio from the Roman times, right?
So it says.
So it says. Let's check it out inside. I have to say we were very lucky with the weather. Oh my god. Looks spectral. But this is the entrance. Let's get in. The old baths of Bormio from the Roman times. Yeah. Let's have a look inside. È un video. I am inside Bormio's thermal bath and now I'm going to go to a beautiful place. And here I am now, getting into a top place inside Bormio's thermal bath. Thank you. And I'm gonna check out these two guys over there. Mi piace! Mi piace! I'm gonna make some photos now. So we were trying to say, to give some historical information about this site.
Some background.
So we are in Bormio's hot spring, Roman ancient hot spring of Bormio, thermal baths. And this site was built around, we don't know.
The site itself, we don't know.
We don't know.
The current building belongs to basically late.
Yeah, I'm framing the building.
That one
Yeah.
was rebuilt in the late 19th century. Yes.
Late 19th century.
That's correct.
And we are currently at an altitude of how many meters?
Around 1,700.
1,700.
Yeah.
And behind us we have
The natural park of the Stelvio, right?
Stelvio
Stelvio
National
National
Park.
Park.
Yeah.
And what about that little village over there?
That's Bormio.
Bormio City.
Bormio, okay,
Yeah,
good.
that's Bormio City.
Which is
Where we ate this morning, essentially.
and also very, very famous for the natural hot springs. This is not the
Also,
only natural
yeah.
hot springs in Bormio.
True. So we are in province of Sondrio, Lombardy, and anything else?
Surrounded
want to
by
share?
Alps peaks, It's all snowy around
Around
us.
it, yeah.
And tell them where are we going tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be the highlight of these 3 days.
Yeah.
Which is, Tommy, you want to say something more about it?
We're gonna hike in Valzebru if we're lucky enough with the weather, thing which we weren't so far. And Valzebru, it's very famous in this period of the year for the foliage, meaning
Foliage.
for the beautiful phenomenon of the
leaves
yellowing, yellowing. I don't know
Yeah.
how I can say that. Of the leaves.
Yeah.
The leaves of the trees falling down.
It's
And foliage. It's a
foliage.
French term.
yeah, correct.
And yeah, what
And
I
if we're lucky, we will see some deers.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that outside it's -2, -3 degrees now.
Currently.
Yeah.
And
Outside is where we are now.
In fact, we are simply like we're covered in hot water
Yeah.
while our faces are freezing, quite freezing.
Not only the faces.
But this is a beautiful place, and we may want to explore and have
explore
a look
more.
inside
Yeah, let's
in a
explore
few
more.
minutes.
Let's
So
go see
maybe
more things.
we check it out in a few minutes.
Let's explore more.
The truth is, we left the thermal baths shortly after, considering the next day we would have had the big hike. But before going to sleep, we had a very nice wild encounter. No more foliage. Guys, I'm afraid foliage is gone. Just a little bit of snow. It's beautiful. Wow. Look at this. Fuck. Look at the valley. Finally, we had to skip our hike in the nature, looking for the foliage, the falling leaves, the yellowing of the leaves, and we had to opt for a different solution, that is a walk under the snow. Unfortunately, tonight the snow covered the whole city and the whole area, and our plans skipped, but this is an amazing setting. And actually, what I was thinking about is, do you really understand what enjoying the life means, and when you're having a good time in your life? And this precise moment, I'm feeling, and I was discussing with my friends, that despite the fact that our plans had to skip, we're having a great time. We're walking in the nature, we're good friends, we're sharing good moments, and we're in the wild, actually looking for deers and other wild animals in this beautiful spot. And you just have to enjoy sometimes. You just have to enjoy what nature is offering you in whatever form, without planning too much, without complaining about what you would have liked more than what you're doing. Of course, we had planned to go for a hike, but we're enjoying it at the same time. And we are witnessing life and places in a unique way. In fact, here in Santa Caterina Valfurvia, it's not high season, which makes us enjoy this place even more than in normal, let's say, more touristic circumstances. And this makes us enjoy the place even more. And now we're climbing, walking slowly towards the Gavia Pass, which is much higher. I doubt we'll reach it, but it's an amazing feeling, and it makes us think about how important it is to enjoy true happiness and understand, having awareness of when life is giving you its best. And I feel we're witnessing it now. Unfortunately, the chalet is closed, and we wanted to have a drink or some food, but there's no chance. It's only the three of us. I'm gonna eat some snow to relieve my thirst. Okay, we didn't manage to go for the hike we wanted. We didn't get to see the foliage. We didn't have any closer encounter with wild animals. But you know what? It was perfect. Because despite all the circumstances, we had a great time. And that was thanks to us. Thanks to our positive approach in seeing an opportunity instead of a missed chance when Mother Nature screwed up our plans. And suddenly, on the way back to Milan, here is some foliage, which at that point had become secondary. And while enjoying the sunset lights of the Dolomites, we reminded ourselves how we should always make the most out of any single day in this beautiful journey of life, precisely as we did, by making the journey count, not the final destination. But also enjoying other little things which we should always keep in mind in any moment, like this one.
Forza Viola, Juve merda!